Hi, my name is Sophie. I'm number 15 on the Western women's hockey team, and today I thought I'd just show you guys some tips and tricks for stick handling and toe drags. So first off, we'll just go through the equipment. So I'm just using gloves. Gloves are totally optional. Any sort of road hockey stick is great, and then you can choose what kind of ball or puck you want to use. So you could use a puck, an orange ball, a stick handling ball specifically, golf balls, but I'm going to be using just a regular tennis ball today. So it's good just to start stick handling, get loose, get sort of warmed up. So the first thing to try to remember when you're stick handling is to keep your hands like nice and loose and away from your body. So if they're really tight to your body, it's really hard to extend the ball from side to side and give yourself more space. So with your hands nice and loose, just start off with some nice close stick handles in front of you. Now, as you get more comfortable with just basic stick handling, try to look up so your eyes are not just fixed on the ball. You can see all around you, but you can still see the tennis ball. Good. So that's just some basic stick handling. So once you feel comfortable with just some regular stick handling in front of you, there's different sort of variations and patterns that you can use. So one of those is from going side to side. So you can start with a couple stick handles just in front of you, trying to look up, and then you can go do wide stick handles. So you're going all the way across, just a couple stick handles over here, and you want to pull the ball across to your backhand. Notice how I'm pivoting on one foot. If I were just to stand like this, I couldn't get as far. But if you pivot and open up your other foot, you can get your reach is a lot further. So you can just do a couple stick handles, looking up, and you're going to bring the ball across and go back to the other side. Still trying to look up. One more time to the backhand, all the way across. Nice low hockey stance the whole time, and just some stick handles. Good, so that's called the wide stick handle. So now that we've done the short and the wide, we can incorporate them into a move called the wide short. So for this move, all it is a couple of stick handles in front of you, and then you're going to go wide. A couple stick handles. Then back to the middle, short, short, and wide. A couple stick handles. Back to the middle, just some short stick handles, and all the way across. Wide. Good, so those are the basics of stick handling. Stick handling is a great move to always work on because you can use it all over the ice. You can use it in the offensive zone, the defensive zone, the neutral zone. It's super versatile, and it's something that you can always practice and work on. Even just a couple minutes every day makes such a big difference. So stick handling is very important to practice often and use, and it's super cool to try new things in practice and just in your garage. You're on the street like me, just get a ball and just play with the ball or the puck, and you'll notice such a big difference. It totally translates to your game on the ice. Okay, so now that we've worked on just some basic stick handling combinations and just the fundamentals, now we're going to progress into a toe drag. So I still have my tennis ball, and it's the road, so it's a little bit rocky. So sometimes a flat surface works a little bit better if you have that available. So the same thing sort of apply for a toe drag. So it's really important to feel sort of loose. And when we're doing all of these certain skills and exercises, it's important to stay in your hockey stance. So get nice and low, like you're on your skates. So feel nice and loose and low. So just, again, just sort of get warmed up, get your stick handles going, looking up when you can. Now with toe drag, we're going to start with the forehand toe drag. So when you're doing a forehand toe drag, it's important that you bring the ball or the puck in front of you. So you're going to reach. So you can even lift your opposite leg up so you have a little bit more of a further reach than as opposed to just having them both on the ground. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with the ball or the puck out in front of you, and you're going to start with the toe of your stick on the ground, and you're just going to bring it across your body, and then you're going to pull it on your backhand back up. So it's sort of a circular motion. a couple stick handles. So again, start with the ball or the puck all the way out in front of you, and you're just going to bring it back and across. A couple stick handles. Trying to remain that with your head up the entire time. So one more time, nice and low. Start with the ball in front of you. You're just going to bring it across and pull it across on your backhand. Do a couple backhand stick handles and back to the front. So that's a basic toe drag. Now, once you feel really comfortable with that and you've kind of gotten a good comfort with doing that move, another one that you can work on is called the backhand toe drag. So this one's a lot more challenging. So it's the exact same, you're just gonna use the backhand of your stick for the majority of this move. So rather than starting on your forehand, you're gonna bring the ball to your backhand, really staying low. When you're low, when you have a nice low stance, it's harder to get knocked over. So you're staying nice and low to the ground, and you're a lot more solid, and you feel like tough, you feel like strong. So you're gonna do the exact same thing. So you're gonna do some stick handles on your backhand, and this may start to burn. So you're gonna start with the puck or the ball, and on your backhand toe, you're gonna bring it down, across, a couple stick handles, this time on your forehand side, and back across to your backhand. So we'll try that a couple times. Staying nice and loose, a couple stick handles in between. Bring the ball to your backhand, and you're just gonna pull it across, all the way across. A couple stick handles looking up. So one more time. So you're gonna start with the tennis ball on your backhand, and you're just gonna pull it across, through, and up. So one thing that's really important with a toe drag on any side is a nice quick motion, a nice snap in your wrist. So as you bring the ball down in this area, you really want to pull it across as fast as you can. So it's important to have nice loose wrists when you're doing that. So as you bring the ball down, really pull the ball or the puck across as fast as you can. And just some stick handling. So yeah, so that's kind of like the basics of a toe drag. So toe drags are again super important, just like stick handling. Just all these skills you can work on if you have a couple spare minutes, anytime, anywhere basically. I think with the more practice, the more results you'll see, and you'll see your skills definitely improve in games. So stick handling, toe drags are just great things to work on whenever you have time. Okay, hi everybody again. So continuing on with the toe drags and the stick handling, I just made an obstacle course that can practice these skills and kind of give you a game feel and some like action. So as you can see, I'm just using whatever sort of I could find in the garage. So I have some weights here. I think that's window washer fluid, and then I just have some more weights. So I don't have cones, so I just used whatever I could find in the garage. So some other things that might be available to you other than cones could be like sweaters, jackets, water bottles, things like that, that just kind of give you the same effect as a pylon. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna work through a couple patterns and using those same skills that we already practiced, like stick handling and toe drags. So the first one is just gonna be a basic weave. So I'm gonna start just in front of my weight with this, using the same tennis ball. So this one, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna weave through my obstacle course. So I'm just gonna take the ball. If you knock it over, that's okay, just pick it up and keep going. So I'm gonna keep my feet around wide stance, and I'm just gonna be stick handling through. And once you get to the other side, you can just repeat that. So I'm just gonna head up. I'm just gonna be weaving through with a couple stick handles on each side. And run through. So I'll do that one more time. So this one's just called the basic weave. And once you get to the other side, just loosen up, and we'll do the same thing on the way back. have noticed why I grabbed all sorts of different things. So each of the different things I grabbed had sort of a different balance. So these weights are pretty wobbly, so they are a little bit more challenging to stick handle around. As you notice, I knocked one down. They're very fragile. The jugs are a little bit more stable, so those ones are a little bit, they're like a medium level. And then at the end there, I just use some flat weight. So those ones won't fall over or move, so they're kind of stuck. So you can use different sort of progressions as you go that make it easier or harder. So that was the weave. So the next one we're gonna do is we're just gonna do some figure eights. So this one's pretty simple. So you're just gonna start with your ball. And instead of going to the first obstacle, you're gonna go all the way up to the second obstacle. And you're gonna make your figure eights. You're gonna go up, and you're gonna go cross through, down, through again, and up. So for this one, you're gonna go to the second obstacle again. You're gonna go up, through, across, using those toe drags, and up. One more time through, so all the way up. Stick handling, you're reaching, across, and you're gonna do the toe drag across, whoop, and back up. So we'll do that one again. So you're gonna go up to the top, a couple stick handles on your backhand, across, through, and up. So I'll switch sides, so I use my forehand this time. So I'm gonna go up to the second obstacle, cross, over, back through, and up. These ones are pretty tricky, so I'm gonna go up, reaching over the obstacle, through, across, back through, and around. So that one's called the figure eight pattern. So the next pattern we're gonna do is we're just gonna do circles. So these are really working tight spaces, and they're very you kind of have to have quick hands, and they're kind of small, quick movements. So this one we're just going to go individually around each object or obstacle. So as close as you can without your stick knocking the puck or ball over, you're just going to go up, around, and through. Up, around, and through. So I'll do it facing the camera this time. So quick and small. That's okay if you knock one over. Okay, so that one was just the tight circle one. So the next one we're gonna do it, we're gonna be facing the obstacles. So in this one, what we're gonna do is you're just gonna be standing in front of the objects, and we're gonna do figure eights, but we're gonna go across. So this skill is really using toe drags and that stick handling that we worked on earlier. So we're gonna do figure eights. So we're gonna go down, across, and around. And then do a side shuffle, and you're gonna go on to the next set. So we're gonna go up, through, across, down, and around. And a quick shuffle to the next set. So we're gonna go across, down, up, and through. So that's just another example of the sorts of things you can practice. I hope that's it for me today. I hope you guys learned some things that you can use and work on and use in games, and have fun with it. It's it's all creativity, whatever you could come up with and think of, and I hope these gave you some tips and ideas for what you can use to work on your game. So thanks for practicing with me.